Stark Money, helping you succeed online.
Hello and welcome to the first course. My name is Stark Burns from StarkMoney.com, and in this course we're going to learn the basics that everybody needs when you do business online. So we're going to discuss how to get and buy a domain name, how to get and buy hosting, where to do that and why, how to configure the name servers, and also how to set up your hosting, like the very basics that you'll do right now, as being setting up your email address and a forwarder, and just knowing, and I'll give you some tips how and why, what to do. So this will be a really how-to course, and you will learn only the things you need to learn. I won't be talking about things that are not interesting or nothing that should bother you. And so I'll leave out all the fluff and we can start right away. As you can see, this is the members area. This will change, of course, over the time, but as right now it looks like this. And actually I want you to click on the link here, because this is a really great offer. As you can see, you can get 5 domain names, or up to 5 new domain names for $5.99. The reason that this is a good price is that if you look, is that normally the domain names cost about $12.99, but here they have a sale for $9.99, and they have pretty often a sale. So actually the real price is $9.99, because you really seldom pay $12.99 for a .com web address, a domain. And with this promotion code, you can get up to $5.99 domain name, so you're saving actually $4 from the sale price. You would be saving $7 from the normal price, but in this case it's just $4 from the sale price, which is actually the price that is often on here. So as you can see, we're here at GoDaddy.com, and they're really good in this business of registering and buying domains. How this will work is actually that we buy the domain, or you're going to buy your domain with GoDaddy.com, and they keep and manage the domain name for you. So you have like an account, and you get a login and a password, and you can log into your account here at GoDaddy.com, and you can buy domain names and then manage the domain names you've bought. And managing them means actually what to do with your domains. So you can set, like, name servers are from hosting, that when you buy your hosting somewhere else, because you don't want to buy your hosting with GoDaddy.com. I've done it before and it's really slow, and the user interface here on the web page is pretty old-fashioned, and I don't really like it. And I know a lot of people that don't really recommend their hosting services, but they have good domain registry services, and they're like one of the best or well-known in the industry for domain names. So we're gonna stick with them. That's also one of the other reasons is it is mainstream. So I'm not telling you, or maybe I'm telling you something new, but a lot of people do their domain names with GoDaddy, and then you can talk about this with other people and they know how to do things with GoDaddy.com. Okay, so when you buy a domain name, you can manage them and you can do all kinds of things with your domain names really easy from one spot. It's also really good because it also keeps you independent from hosting, so you can switch your domain names pretty quickly to different hosting services. I will also recommend later on, when we talk about hosting, that you do on a monthly basis your hosting, so you can cancel it quickly if you're not happy with it, and move all your website and web stuff with you. But you keep the control, and you will notice that the main property in internet business is your domain name. So if you control your domain name, you control a lot at that moment. And hosting is of course an important thing, but having your domain names, your domains in one safe spot is really important. So what we're going to do right now is we have this special offer like I showed you. It says up here. Normally if you come to the site, it doesn't tell you anything with this special offer here, and this is also only one time. So although you can buy up to 5 domain names, you don't have to do that. I've bought way too many domain names that I did not use and need, but I thought I would. So you can always save money. I'm great. I love saving money on things. So I can understand though that this price might be very intriguing to you, so you just get the 5 domain names, but that wouldn't bad. I mean, like I said, this is really the best price that you'll ever get for domain names. $6 for a new .com address is really cheap, and you really won't find anything better than that. So it wouldn't be stupid getting those 5 domain names if you have good names already in your head, and to get them and use that low price. But it's okay if you just go with one, because then also $5.99 is a great price for one. And this course is also only about the basics, so don't waste money you know you won't need if you don't need 4 other domain names. Okay, so you would either type in your single domain name here, like examplestarkmoney.com. You would do that, or you could go in a bulk search, and that would be like something like this .com, and then I would do like number 1.com and number 2.com, and you know, so forth. And the thing is that they will look first if these are still available, and of course they will be available. At least right now. I mean, somebody who's watching this might, you know, have fun getting those domain names, I don't know, but for right now they are available. So I'll proceed to check out. It's really that easy. You can see what's available. You just check it. I would only advise you to get .com addresses, and if you really don't have another top level domain, you can go .net, or of course for your top level domain of your country, like if you're from Germany, it will be .de, from the UK, from France, from Spain, Australia, you can always go for your country's top level domain. That's of course also a good top level domain. But other than that, .coms are the only ones you should be interested in, or if it's really hard, then .net. But all the other ones like .org or biz or US and stuff, just ignore that. That's just not necessary, and it just makes them earn more money. So as you can see, they put the term on 2 years. We're gonna put it on 1 year because we just need it for 1 year, and if we it'll get updated. I mean, it gets extended before it runs out. So if you're still in business, so then that's not a problem. You can always extend this later on anyway. Actually, just quick info, having it for more years is just it saves a little bit of money, I guess, but also it's good for Google and research, is that it says that if somebody has a domain name registered for a long time, that's pretty safe and secure to think about that they are serious with this domain and really want to have give content. So if somebody registers a domain name, like for instance for 10 years, that's a sign for Google to say, okay, this guy, he wants to stick around for a while. But it's not the main thing. I mean, Google looks at a lot of other things too. So okay, so as you can see, I have to pay $9.99 because it's the sale, because I've already done this. I've already bought my 5 domain names with that code, and you can see that I can't. It would be the normal price, $9.99, and so this is how it's gonna look like. I'm gonna round it up for charity, give it Arizona, and I'm gonna continue to check out. So at this point I log in because I have already an account, and what you're going to do is you're going to create a new account and do your payment information so that you can proceed with the checkout. As far as I know, I'm going to look in right now. Okay, I remember having problems with paying with PayPal when I used the promotion code, so it might be that you can't use PayPal and would have to enter your credit card information. But if you can pay with PayPal, I would really advise you to pay with PayPal. The reason is that they only have your PayPal information and not your credit card information, which is safer for you. And if your credit cards change, you can change it at one spot. You can change it with PayPal, and then it has effect with all your other payment requests and accounts with other providers. Okay, so you just type in your name and address and everything, and your phone, as I can see here, and then you say personal at the moment because you're probably just starting off, and you just agree and you place your order, and then you're already done. You're going to get an email with the details of your account and your login and all the information you need to access your account. So once you've purchased the domain names, we're really finished then right now, and you can proceed with step 2. We're going to talk about hosting and where to buy your hosting there, and you'll wait for that email in the meantime with all your details for the domain names. Just remember the domain names you picked, and we're going to use that in the next step when we're going to talk about hosting. Welcome to step 2. We're going to talk about hosting right now. In the step 1, you bought a domain name with GoDaddy. You used the link on the webpage to get super cheap $5.99 per year for your up to 5 new .com addresses, which is really good price. I would have liked to known that in the beginning, but since I did everything myself and researched and found out which is the best service, luckily I got the right service. I went to GoDaddy, but I didn't have these promotional information and codes and links, so I didn't save that money in the beginning. But you're lucky, since you're on my course. I'm giving you my experience and my knowledge and the mistakes I made, so you don't have to make them. And now we're going to talk about HostGator as our hosting. This is the host provider I use myself on different accounts, and they are the best hosting service because they offer the most service and the most benefits for you for a very low and cheap price. And you will always or sometimes find cheaper hosting services and ones that give you more, but you should be cautious about that because you always have new hosting providers that pop up for a few months and disappear, and that's like really the worst thing that can happen to you is build your site with a hosting provider or service that's gone after like 6 months. So HostGator's been around for like over a decade, and you would like to stick around with them. They're really professional, and you can trust them, and they have a really good customer service, so you can really call them up, and really fast you'll have some kind of service representative. And I'm not doing this because I'm in love with them. I'm just telling you that's the things that you want to look at if you make a choice and choose a hosting provider. It makes sense to do these steps also because HostGator and GoDaddy are mainstream, and mainstream is good because that means you're not like just 100 customers, but you're thousands and hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of customers, and that gives you some kind of protection because you're not you wouldn't be alone if something went wrong. And it's also very good because there are numerous people that work with these services and really know how they work and can help you. So if you might talk to somebody else who's also in online business and doing things, you can always talk with them and they'll be able to tell you exactly how to do things, as I will be able to tell you exactly how to do things. And in all my videos, we're going to work with GoDaddy and HostGator as our hosting. And it's just useful if you have those services so that you can see exactly how things are being done and you can't make mistakes. Because believe me, every hosting does look different and has different things you have to pay attention to. And although if you're if you're into this for a few months and years, you do have some knowledge and you can use your knowledge to solve all those things and problems that are not familiar to you right at the beginning. But since you don't have that experience, you should just stick with these two services, or the services I use in all the other videos anyway. So HostGator is really good because a lot of people use it and you can talk to people and they can tell you and help you out. If you click on this link, you'll get to HostGator. And you can also use here a really great promotional code so that you can get your first month hosting just for 1 cent. So you're going to have to enter your payment information, be it credit card or PayPal. And I would always go for PayPal whenever you can, because I just regard it as the best and safest payment method, and it gives you a lot of protection. And if you click on HostGator, you will see that you have a lot of options to pick from, and I'm going to walk you through which are the best ones for you. So here you can see this is their website. It changes only a little bit over the years, but this is how it looks right now. And we're going to go to web hosting plans because that's what we're interested in. They have a lot of other services, but we're just interested in hosting plans. So we're going to click on that. And as you can see, they have like a 20% off of everything here, and they usually have that. So don't feel the pressure that you have to buy a lot right now because you think it's running and going away. They always have this offer, and so it's not that big of a deal. As you can see, they have like a hatchling plan, baby plan, business plan. I have a few business plans myself, but you can see the hatchling plan is really cheap, and the baby plan is the one I recommend you to go for, just because you can have unlimited domains and you still have the unlimited disk space and bandwidth. It's just because with the hatchling plan you just have one domain name, and I just think and guess for good reasons that you're going to have at least more than one domain. So I think you should just go away right away with the with this account. You can always take the single domain name if you're really sure and you're just doing with one domain. I really recommend that then, because I like saving money, and you can save money with just this hatchling plan. But on the other hand of saving money, I really hate having thousands of login accounts and things I have to take care and remember where I got my accounts. So I'm really a fan of concentrating things in one place. So that's why I recommend you to have maybe this plan. So you just have this one account, you have unlimited disk space and unlimited bandwidth, and you can have unlimited domains. That means you can buy, let's say, 100 domain names with GoDaddy, and you can have them all hosted at this one plan, and you can just pay this little fee that they say here. But here's the trick: starting at $6.36 per month is only if you take the 3-year plan, which you have to pay in one sum in advance. So I don't recommend that. I recommend going on a monthly basis, is just because you're starting out and you don't know how long you're going to be doing this. So this is an experiment. This might be just a hobby, even though you have a positive mindset and you hope that things will go out as you plan and it'll go on for many months and years. I recommend you just take the monthly plan. If it doesn't work out, you can always cancel it and you don't have no risk, and you didn't sink a lot of money as if you would go 3-year plan. So just go monthly, and you can cancel it whenever you don't think you're doing anything, or this isn't the right hosting service for you. So you just try this monthly, and yeah, well, I mean, the 6 months plan is the same as the monthly plan. So it doesn't really make sense to buy 6 months. It doesn't even really make sense to buy 1 year, as you can see. So just go monthly. The thing is that you can order right now, and you can see that you can enter your domain name here. If you register a new domain name with HostGator, you're going to pay $15, which is much more than the $6 with the GoDaddy promotion code, or the $9.99 with the normal when they have things on sale, or the $13 when they don't even have anything, but they usually have the $9.99 sale. So you'll be paying more for registering a domain name, so you wouldn't want to do that. You would just enter your existing domain name. They don't check it, so you should be really sure when you spell it in here. So you would type in here, for example, the one we've been doing is www, and then example starkmoney.com. You can only enter one in here, even though you might have a lot more. Just pick the main domain name you think you're going to be using. It's just that this account will be associated with this domain name in the beginning, and all the other domain names we're going to add later, and so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you enter your domain name here. As you can see also over here, there's a coupon code. I'm going to just show you what this is. The standard coupon code summer for their 20% off sales off. So that means you go to continue to step 2, and you can see, okay, I'm paying per month. I got the baby plan. Then you pick a username, security, type in all your information. I would go to PayPal if you can, and see here you can see that they're already been since 2002, at least PayPal. So they've been even longer in business. So that's really good. And you can see that you're going to pay the $9.95. This is what it costs usually, the plan per month, which is really cheap if you compare with other hosting providers. This is really cheap, and you get 20% off. But this means only for the first month. So you're going to pay for the first month $7.96, and for the rest of the months you're going to pay $9.95. Now, if you go back, or if you take a different plan, that's what makes sense, is that you can secure this 20% off for 6 months or 12 months. It is attractive, but I just really don't believe in saving money that you're not sure that you're going to spend off anyway. So although this sounds like saving money, I think that it's really important that you stay independent in the beginning, and then can decide if you might want to, if you want to stick around. And then you can always try to, in an emergency, you can always start a new account with HostGator if you can't get a good deal. But I think that you should be able to also upgrade your account while you're in a running account to 1 or 2 year plan. So I don't think that it should be necessary to make this decision right now. But if you go back one step and you see this coupon code summer, and you go to the members area here, and you use one of these 2 coupon codes, then you can save even more. What the first coupon code Stark Money does for you is it subtracts $9.94. So it'll be $9.94. It'll subtract that from your fee. So for the first month you would pay $9.95, and minus $9.94 leaves you only with 1 cent for your first month. You can do that, so you can save almost $10 in your first month for hosting. Or you can use this coupon code, which gives you a discount of 25% off any plan, which is basically 5% more than the 20% they already offer in their sales letter. So when you go with 6 or 1 year, or it should be greater than the $9.95 you would normally save. So you have to decide which one makes more sense for you. I would suggest that this one makes more sense for the most of you, because you would be going for the monthly plan that you can stay independent and always decide how you go later. So I'm going to type in the coupon code Start Money here, and continue to step 2. And as you can see, I have a coupon credit here, and I get, this is actually pretty strange because it's $9.94, obviously not $9.95, which leaves you with 1 cent you have to pay. So that's the best plan. I would have also liked to know that in the beginning, so I would have saved $10 there right from the get-go. So you just fill out all your information here, and then you just create this account, and then you'll get a few emails, and one of those emails will have all your login details and information you will need for the next step. Okay, so this is step 3, and in this first step we bought a domain name or names with GoDaddy.com for $5.99 using the link here on the members area. In step 2 we bought hosting with HostGator, and we used the coupon code here and the link to get more discount on already discounted services with HostGator. And if you went for and most of you guys went for the baby plan then, and only a few for the hatchling or business plan. So you have your domain name and your hosting, and now you've received emails from GoDaddy.com and HostGator.com with all your login information. Now what you would do is you would click on your HostGator, first your HostGator account, and you would have 2 links, one sending you to a billing area for your HostGator account, which you can check in a few times, but usually you will not need that link or login. And then you will have a cPanel login, and the cPanel is like it's a service, it's a software from a company called cPanel, obviously, and that is being used from different hosting services, and it's a back end for you how to configure your hosting without knowing any code and without typing into any kind of programming machine. So you can just all you can do is just click, and everything's visual, so it's super easy for you to use that. So when cPanel came out, that was really great for people who newbies like us and people who are not interested in programming all that kind of stuff and doing that themselves. It used to be more difficult, so we're happy that cPanel's there. And there's a lot of other services, of course, that do that too. So we're happy that they did that, and there's a lot of other services that offer something similar to cPanel, but cPanel is like mainstream and is the one that a lot of people use and know how to use. And HostGator uses a very basic cPanel version, so the most people know how to use that. A lot of other hostings, they configure their cPanel so it looks a little bit different, and you might have to orientate yourself around to get used to things. So you log in to your cPanel account, they give you a username and a password in the beginning, and you can change that later to some kind of other password you use, but you can just leave it this way. I recommend that you save your email or print it anyway, and that you know where you can find it. So yeah, basically you just log in, and they have cPanel Incorporated 2011. I don't know why, it's just ignore that. I mean, it's 2012. There might be some kind of update there, but it's still good. So don't worry about that. Okay, so we're here with our HostGator account. This is our cPanel. This is how everything looks like. Like I said, very visual. I'm not going to give you the tour around HostGator, because this how-to video is always supposed to just be what you need at that time, and we're not going to discuss all the different things that are here. So I'm just going to give you the information you need to do the things, and you'll learn things in other video what you can do here, and I'll give you only tips with information that seems appropriate at the time. So you'll scroll all the way down, because what we really need at this point and at this moment is we need the name servers. We need to know what our server is called when it's on the internet. And our server, my server right now, is called like this, and I'm gonna mark that and I'm gonna copy it. So as you can see, this is the HostGator name server, and I'm gonna copy this, and then in the next step I'm going to go to my GoDaddy account where I have my domain, and I'm going to log in here with the information that you have from the email, and I'm going to do this right now, and I get to this area, and they have also a lot of tabs like email and website, and that's really not interesting. It's really just clogging things up actually. The most important thing is domains, and it's also in the first spot. So this is where you want to go, and you're going to click on launch. This will launch the domain manager, so where you have your domains. When you buy more with GoDaddy, you'll have more domain names you can manage from this one spot. And as you can see, I have a few domain names here. Those are for different projects that I'm planning or planned or also completed. And you're going to click on, for example, this domain name. So you have one domain or up to 5 domain names there. You're going to click on each domain name, and you'll see a lot of information here. And the most important, what we want to do right now is we want to set the name servers. So at the moment they're set to, GoDaddy name servers, and you will want to click on this radio button that you have a specific name server for your domain, and then you're going to copy in the name servers from HostGator. And I'm going to do this also for the next one, because it basically there's only a change in number, so this is one number higher than the first one. And just to be sure, I'm going to check with HostGator, and that's correct. It's just one number more. But if you're not sure, you can just copy this one here, and you can go to your name server set of your domain and just copy it in there. So you could press OK, and this will redirect your domain name. Whenever somebody types in your domain name, it won't send the person to a GoDaddy server, but it will send them to your HostGator server. And we will configure your HostGator then further in next steps, that it knows that it will show a website, what website it will show for this specific domain name. So I'm going to click on cancel. You should click on OK, because I don't want to change the name server of this domain. Okay, so that's basically it. We're going to leave GoDaddy. We don't need it anymore right now. You'll do this for all the other domain names that you have. And if you have more than one domain name, you will have to configure your domain names. If you only have the one, we already entered the name of your domain name when you registered the account. So you will have one domain name that's associated with this account, and I will go and show you how to add further domain names, and this is in the domain tab. So basically how this works is HostGator can't know what domain names you've bought at various different places. So this could be with different register services. There's not only GoDaddy, there's also different other ones. So you can register domain with all kinds of other registries, and then point them to HostGator with these name servers, and then HostGator has to know what to do with those requests. So what we do here is we're going to add a new domain, not a subdomain, but a new add-on domain, and we will tell HostGator exactly what our domain is called, and we're going to enter in here, for example, starkmoney.com. Now you really want to be sure that you've spelled this correctly. If you're not sure, just copy paste it from either GoDaddy or your email where you got the confirmation that you bought the domain name. not that something really significant would happen, it just wouldn't work. So you can't break anything, it just won't work if you don't spell it right, and then you don't know why it's not working. So if you're not sure, make sure that this is spelled right. Okay, so this is the really important part. This is just either a subdomain or FTP. I'm not really sure right now myself. This is where it's going to be on your server. That's just the information. You don't have to change that. Then you just type in a password that should be strong, and you add this domain. And that's how simple it is. You just add the name here. You just tell them, what is my domain name? You create a FTP username for this domain, which could be actually exactly the domain name. That's how I used to do it. So I don't do the www. Okay. So I would just, you know, use, just for identification, I would just use my domain name, but you could use some other domain name. That's not really important right now here. So you would pick a password and you would just click on add domain, and that means that you've created a new domain name with your HostGator account. And once you're finished here, it'll be listed in this list section over here. As you can see, I have a few other ones also associated with this account, and you can see that it's successful if you go over here and you see your domain names. So you can see all kinds of domain names here that will pop up in this box once you've created the add-on domain like I showed you just now. So this is where you can select all your domain names later and configure them, and, you know, build a website and stuff like that. Okay, so you added a add-on domain name. If you did not have more than if you didn't have more than one domain name, this step wasn't for you. So but you know in future how to proceed when you buy some more domain names. What we're going to do right now is that I'm going to show you how to create an email account, and you click on this, in this tab you click on email accounts, and what we're basically going to do is we're going to take let's say this domain. You can pick out any kind of domain. You should use the clean domain, not with the add-on of your main associated domain of this account. So you just take the domain name, how it's called when you would use it when you type it into the browser, and then you can use any kind of prefix to this domain, and you can say like something like test@yourdomain.com, or you can use info@, you could use team@, you can use sales@, whatever. You know, you can use all kinds of, you can create all kinds of accounts, and you can create unlimited amounts of accounts. So you would use, you know, all the basics like info@, team@, service@, sales@, whatever. Maybe your name at whatever you want to do. You would create a password. Again, use some kind of strong password. You would leave the limit here. This is some kind of protection also for you, that you don't want people spamming you with too much emails, and you would just leave it with that, although you could use a much higher amount or unlimited if you really wanted to, but just, you know, for security reasons, leave it like this so you won't have any problems. And you just click on create account, and that's basically it. You just created an email address that works, so people can write you an email address at your domain, which is good for corporate identity, for your you know, customer relationships. So once you've created the email, really important is, you know, for your system, since you will have like numerous domain names, you will have numerous and many different email accounts with your domain names. You won't be able to, I mean, you basically, what you would have to do is configure like something like Outlook to send, you know, grab all those emails that you might be getting, so that you can see where you're getting emails from, or you might have to log in. While you can log into your email account by using this tab here, this button, if you click on this, then you can log into your email account and use it, and you can send email from it or also read emails. But I would advise you to use a forwarder. So you click on forwarder, and you can add a forwarder, and that basically lets you add you type in the email that you created. That could be service at let's say team at, and then your domain name, and then you would type in your email address that you're using, your main email address. So for most of you, I hope that you're using a Gmail email account, because Gmail is really the best email. I use Gmail. I only use Gmail account. I had different other email providers, and the thing is with Gmail is you have a really big company backing you. I mean, who's bigger than Google, like, you know? And you have you have really great disk usage space. You don't have to pay anything. It's for free. I think it's about 8 gigabytes you have on disk space you can use. And the best thing is they have really great spam protection, and you can really create folders and mark things really good. And basically it helps you keep your email account clean, so you only get the emails and information that is really interesting for you. And I would, if you don't have a Gmail account, I would really think about opening and creating a new Gmail account and use that account as your main account and have everything else forwarded to your Gmail account. And I've never deleted an email on my Gmail account because I have so much space, I don't have to. And basically I don't have to delete any kinds. I don't even sort things. I only do auto filters and have some labels and folders, and I don't put in anything manually. And I can search my emails. So I mean, which service is better than using Google to search inside your emails if you're looking for an email? So if I'm looking and I want to read an email that I maybe got like 1 or 2 months ago, I just search for a few keywords that I might remember, like who is it from or what was it in it, and I'll find that email instantly. So a Gmail account is really the best account to keep you organized, and I use my Gmail account as the main account. So when I log in, I have all the other emails forwarded to my Gmail account, and I see right away what's going on and who wrote to me. Because in the beginning, you might wish that you have thousands of people writing you emails and maybe for support or giving you feedback, but that won't happen until a while. So in the meantime, you will have all your systems set up, all those emails set up, so you can put those email addresses on your website, on your business cards and whatever, so people recognize that you're professional and that you have a professional setup, but people won't be using it. But you still have to be sure that you're not missing any emails. So I would do this system that you have all your emails forwarded to your main account that you look into anyway. So we spent so much time talking about all these other peripheral important things, these secondary important things. Mainly is what we did so far. And you would click on add forwarder just to end this, and then you're set up. So to wrap this up, we've bought a domain with GoDaddy. We used the codes to get super cheap domain names, up to 5 for $6. You bought hosting with HostGator. You might have got the baby plan, and you paid 1 cent for your first month, and you chose the monthly plan. So at the moment, your costs are very minimal for the setup. You've got and obtained the emails that you got from GoDaddy and HostGator with all the login information. I advise you to bookmark all those accounts so you don't have to look into your emails. I think that you should bookmark your accounts with GoDaddy and HostGator and call that folder something like online business or whatever your business is going to be called, and so you have that all in one spot and you won't lose it. And basically you logged into your HostGator cPanel, a control panel account, and you've found out what your name servers were called, and you configured then in GoDaddy your domain name so that those domains that you purchased with GoDaddy are pointed to your HostGator account. You created or you added some more domain names to your HostGator account, so you can work with those domain names you bought and purchased with GoDaddy. You created an email account so that you have the basic setup of an email and it's working right away. And you also created a forwarder so that if somebody writes you an email, you won't miss out on that email, because you would have to either configure some kind of other email service like Outlook to always check your emails for you, or you would have to check in here manually on this page to see if somebody wrote you an email. And that might take, of course, many hours that you find out that somebody wrote you, or many days, and that wouldn't be so great. So that's the end of this video, and I hope you liked it. I would be glad if you would share this video and help other people you know, succeed and start their own online business, because I think it's a lot about empowerment, and to see that this really wasn't hard and that anybody could really do it, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. Just see this as an experiment if you're not really sure how this is going to work out. So just, you know, just see this as a small, tiny, mini investment to find out a lot of things, how things work, and if things work out great, you'll have an online business running, and you'll understand a lot of things and mechanics, how this works. And if you like the video, like I said, just share it. You can share it on Facebook, or you can email people the video you think that are interested in this kind of thing and business. And you can leave some comments also here at YouTube or on my webpage, and basically just, you know, tell me also if you liked it, and tell other people that this is really good information, that this information also really helps you understand things and get ready and started, so that you don't get confused and get lost when you start this on your own, like I was in the beginning. So yeah, just share the video and comment on it, and I mean, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or you know, join me on Facebook. It's all really cool. You can also send me an email if you want to. And so I hope that you like this. And my name is Stark Burns from StarkMoney.com, and I'm helping you succeed online.
Stark Money, helping you succeed online.